Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another exotical story time for you guys, and this is something different. It's not necessarily got to do with my own experience, but it's got to do with an experience of a family member of mine. So this is my great grandmother, and through her, like my great grandmother, she is also an exotical, like she's mixed race, and in her family, like her mother was also mixed race and they had like a huge family. And within this family, I think they had like 13 or 14 children, and everyone looked different. Some had ginger hair, lighter skin, some had blonde hair, blue eyes, some were like very, very dark, like even ambiguous looking. So all the children looked very, very different. And them looking different at that time, like there was also like separation, like colorism, racism, and featureism was very like prominent during that time. And yeah, it's not like today where people have rights, people are all treated like equally, even though there is racism and colorism, especially like in an indirect way, like I described in my other videos on this channel, like how I treated and so on. But there it was very explicit, especially like within like family households. People got treated who are darker skinned compared to the lighter skinned people got treated a bit different, even in the family dynamics and jealousies there and etc. But yeah, my great grandmother was telling me like at the time they were also poor, but when her mother actually made a bath for everyone had to bath in the same bath water, because obviously, like I said, they were poor and they didn't have enough money to keep on like reusing or to keep on changing the bath water, so they always had to like reuse it. So what she did is that the darker skinned children were last to bath, and the lighter skinned children and who had like quotation marks like better features would, or more white passing features, or who looked white, bathed the first, because their mother believed that these people have more priority and they are more like clean because they have a lighter skin. So her siblings that were lighter skin, and she's part of the lighter skin siblings, she was always like second to bath or third to bath, and then the other children that were darker skin were always like last or like in 8th place or like in 10th place or whatever, using the same dirty water. And I asked her like at the time, like how did she feel about this? Like later on she said that she realized that this is really bad, but it was so indoctrinated into the system, in the family system, that people just thought, and the children thought it was normal, like everyone just thought this is normal and this is how life is, like and this is how things are supposed to be, so they kind of accepted it. And with her experience, she didn't really feel like any guilt. She didn't feel any guilt for this, because she thought it was normal. But she asked her older siblings, who were part of like the darker like range, like how were they feeling, and they were also feeling kind of like neutral about it. But later on, sometimes they also felt, when they got older, they felt like, okay, like, you know, kind of neglected or unloved or like seen as like a pest. So they were effective like psychologically by this brainwashing, and that just showed you like brainwashing, obviously the truth comes out anyways, no matter how much you try to brainwash someone. But yeah, that's just a story of how colorism exists even within a community of exoticals. There still can be like colorism within, like you can just see in this family. I mean, this is also like back in the day, but yeah, I think it's kind of sad, and I felt for my great grandmother when she told me this. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you have any stories about this happening in your family, or like in your past family, any family members that told you something similar, you are more than welcome to share. I'm very interested in hearing this in the comments. And if you found this video also resonates with you on a different level, you can also like and subscribe. Please comment if you want to hear more topics like this also in the future, or any other topics you are also interested in hearing about. And yeah, I wish you guys a lovely rest of your your day, afternoon, night, or morning. And I'll check you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.